can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moves to change impossible. They'll try to run for it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. He's got it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Working that left side now. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. go up top. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. They want to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's best. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Huskers want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Makes the catch. Past the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
where we know this guy is special. And because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Back's got it. And the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39 and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David.
Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Husker. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's long. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Thanks to grab.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Here's the handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Finding open areas. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Cowboys! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
From the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football.
Touchdown, Cornhusker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, you know, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The inside handoff. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Direct snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Coming out with it, it's Law. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Handoff to the single running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning, and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
The defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Huskers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least two. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And they're not on the same page there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to take off. Picks up what he can and then slides. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Here's a heat. Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick release by the QB. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, looking for a man. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just playing the field position, Gabe. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Oklahoma State.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.